Good morning, all. Welcome to PCMschool.com. Today we will start mathematics with number system. So number system is very important in mathematics. So we will start with first is natural number. First one is natural number. Okay, that is represented by n. So what is natural number? Suppose a teacher asked student, count the number of trees in school. So in the school there are so many trees. So teacher asked the student, count the number of trees. So student will start from which number? 1. There is 1, 2, 3 like that. So student starts counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to suppose there are 100 trees. So he will start from number 1. So these numbers are called counting numbers or it is called natural number. So which the natural number starts from 1 and it is in the step of 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. So this is the natural number. Suppose we will write this is a number line. So when a man starts counting, it will start from number 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. In this way, it will continue up to infinity. So there is no finite number in the natural set. So it will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinity. Okay, so these numbers lie in one family. We can say these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinity lie in one family. So that family is called a set. In mathematically, we can say it is a set. So which set? It is a natural set. We can say all the numbers 1, 2, 3 belongs to which set? Natural set. And this natural set is represented by n. Natural set is represented by n. So this is the number line. This is the number line which represents the natural number. And I can say suppose 2. So 2 is one element of this natural set. So I can write in mathematically 2 belongs to n. That means 2 is an element. We can say this symbol indicates belongs. Or you can say 2 is element 2 is element of which set? Of n set. 2 is element of n set. Or you can say 2 is a natural number. So why it is called a natural number? Because we use this number in nature always. Always we count this number. 1, 2, 3. How many trees? 5 trees. How many chocolate? 6 chocolate. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all are the natural number. Okay. Now, so this is the natural set. This is the representation of the natural number and natural number set is represented by n. Then come to whole number. Then come to whole number. Okay. So similarly, a teacher asked a student, how many trees are there in your garden? He said 7 trees. Suppose a student answered, sir, in my garden there are 7 trees. Teacher asked if you will cut 3 trees, then what will remain in your garden? So he said, sir, 4. Teacher asked if we will further cut 4 trees, then how many trees will remain in your garden? Student told, sir, nothing. So nothing means 0. Nothing means 0. So which is not included in the n set? You see, n set starts from what? 1, 2, 3 like this. So this 0 is not there in this natural number. So in this natural number line. So when 0 is included, if we will include the 0 in this natural number, then this will represent what? Whole number. This represents whole number. So that means, so you see, if the number line starts from 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, like this, up to what? Up to infinite. So this number is called whole number and all the number belongs to which set? Whole number set. Whole number set is represented by W. Just like natural number set is represented by N. So whole number is represented by the letter W. So these numbers are called whole numbers. And all the numbers can come under this set that is called W. So I can say here 1 belongs to which set? W set. 0 belongs to which set? W set. Okay. So now you see what is the difference between natural set and whole number set. So here you see that all the elements of natural number set comes under the whole number set. But 0 is extra number which is included in this whole set. So I can say the natural set is subset of the whole set. That means all the numbers in the natural set belongs to the which set? Whole set. So from 1, 2, 3 up to infinite, it belongs to natural set. And with one natural set, if you add extra number, that is 0, so these will come under which set? Whole set, W set. Okay, so I can say n is subset of W. That means every element of natural set belongs to which set? Whole set. Okay, then we'll switch over to new set, that is called integer set. So this W is whole number set. W is your whole number set. Clear? So now we'll start another number is called integer number. Integer number, or you can say the numbers, all the numbers, that is all the integers numbers belongs to which set? Integer set. So what is integer set, or what is integer number? That is represented by Z. Now see, if anybody will ask what is the value of 2 plus 4, the answer is definitely 6. So if anybody will ask what is the difference between 2 and 4, 2 minus 4 is what? So 2 minus 4 is nothing but minus 2. So this is a negative number. This is a negative number. So this negative number is what? Negative of 2. Negative of 2. So minus 2 is nothing but negative of 2. But what is 2? 2 is the natural number. So if we take a negative sign to that of natural number, so that number minus 2 is not coming neither in the natural set nor in the whole set. Okay. So this negative number, so now we can say this negative number and positive numbers and 0 all will come in a new set, that is called integer set. Okay, so that means if we represent the integer number in a number line, let us say this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3 up to infinity, and here 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinity is which set? Whole set, whole number set. Now if we'll come towards the negative side, if we'll count towards the negative side, then it is also 1, but the negative side I can say it is minus 1, then minus 2, then minus 3. So it will continue up to infinity. Here it will continue up to infinity. These total numbers, all the numbers will come under a new set, that is called integer set. So integer set is represented by Z. Clear? So now if you compare, the natural number set is a subset of which set? Whole number set. And these whole number set, you see, it is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 upward. So this whole set is belongs to which set? Total integer set. We can say W is a subset of integer set. That means every natural number starts from what? 1, 2, 3. So every natural number includes in the whole set, that is extra is 0, and every whole number included in which set? Total integer set. Okay, so let us take the concept of your negative natural number. What is negative natural number? Suppose you have gone to a mall, market complex. You have gone to a mall. So you are reaching at which level? Ground level. You just reached at which level? Ground level. So this ground level is taken to be 0. This ground level is taken to be 0. Suppose you will move by your lift in upper stories. So first floor is 1, second floor is 2, third floor is 3, like this. You will move in ascending order, that is the upward direction, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And if we move in the underground level, then you will first go to which floor? Minus 1. So this minus 1 is what? On first, you can say it is a first underground floor. Then you move down again, so you will go to minus 2. So minus 2 is your second underground floor. So this is the concept of, so you see, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So if you neglect this 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4 is the natural number. If you include 0, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is your whole number. If you include this whole number with minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, like that, then total number is which set? The integer set. Okay. So now we studied what? In the number system, we first studied which number? Natural number. Then we studied the whole number, and whole number is a subset of what? The integer number, integer set. Okay, then we will switch over to new number, that is called rational number. That is called rational number that is represented by a letter Q, or you can say rational number family or rational number set. So Q is a rational number set. Okay. Suppose you are given a pizza. You are given a pizza. Okay, this is a pizza. So you have to add another pizza. So this is one pizza. You have to add another pizza. So if you add these two, so what is the total number of pizza? Total number of pizza is equal to 2. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Okay. Similarly, if this is one pizza, this is another pizza, you have to subtract. Then what is the result? Result is 0. So this 1 plus 1 is 2. It will come under which set? Natural number. Natural set. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. It will include in which set? Whole number set. And if you will subtract 2 from 1, if you subtract 2 from 1, then you will get minus 1. So that will include in which set? Integer set. Now question comes, if one pizza is given and you see this is one pizza, so you are asked divide this one pizza into equal halves. So you have to share this pizza among two boys. So what you do? You have to make equally half. You have to cut this one pizza into equal halves. Then what is the value of each pizza? What is the value of each pizza? Or what value of pizza will be shared to individual? So we can say this pizza value amount is half. This pizza value is also half. Suppose you are told, so this is one pizza. You have to distribute this one pizza into 4 students. So each student will get how much? 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. So this 1 by 2, this 1 by 4, if will again divide, then you may get 1 by 8. All are not included in integer set. In the integer set, that is in Z, we know the number 0, 1, 2, 3 and minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. But here half, 1 by 4, 1 by 8 are not included in which set? Integer set. Similarly, if you will take minus 1 by 3, minus 2 by 5, 1 by 7, 1 by 3. So these are not coming under which set? Integer set. So this type of number are called a new number. This half, 1 by 4, minus 1 by 3, minus 2 by 5. All are not included in which set? Integer set. So definitely these numbers are a new number. So these numbers are called which number? These numbers are called rational number. These numbers are called rational number. So set of rational number is denoted as Q. The rational number set is denoted as Q. So Q is named. So why the rational number set is represented in the terms of Q? Because Q is named because rational number comes from the word ratio. Rational number comes from the word ratio. And in the ratio we know the result is Q. Q comes from the word quotient. Q comes from the word quotient. So that's why it is called rational number. Rational number is represented by Q. So actually what is rational number? So rational number can be represented by P by Q form. If any number is represented in the form of P by Q, where P and Q belongs to which set? Integer set. That means P is an integer number, Q is also an integer number. Okay, and Q is not equal to 0. Q is not equal to 0. Then this number P by Q is called which number? Rational number. P by Q is called rational number. So rational number is represented always in the form of P by Q. Both P and Q are which element? Integer. And Q must not be equal to 0. So if Q is equal to 0, what will happen? Something by 0 is not defined. So in this rational number, the denominator which is Q, so Q should not be equal to 0. Okay. Now question comes, can we represent the natural number? Can we say every natural number is a rational number? Yes. For example, suppose I will take 21. 21 can be represented by 21 by 1. So here you see 21 is integer. 21 is integer. 1 is also integer. And this 1 is not equal to 0. So I can say 21 can be represented in the form of what? P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0. So any natural number, 21 is which number? Natural number. So any natural number can be represented as which number? Rational number. Now question comes, Can you represent 0? 0. Can you say 0 is a rational number? Yes. 0 can be written as 0 by something. Let us say 2. So 0 by 2. So 0 is an integer. 2 is an integer. And this q, that is 2, is not equal to 0. So 0 can be represented as rational number. Similarly, can any negative integer, that is minus 22, can any negative integer be a rational number? Yes. So minus 22 can be written as minus 22 by 1. So minus 222 is integer, 1 is integer, and 1 is not equal to 0. So minus 22 is also a rational number. So we can say the rational number includes natural number, whole number, and integers. Clear? So that means the all the natural numbers, the whole numbers, and integers includes into which set? Rational number set. Or we can say the natural number set is a subset of whole number set is, and whole number set is a subset of integer set, and integer set is a subset of which set? Rational number. So this is very very important. You have to remember this. From this relationship we can define which number belongs to which set. Okay. However, main question is, rational number has no unique representation. For example, if you take a number 1 by 3, you take a number 1 by 3. Okay, so this 1 by 3 is which number? Definitely rational number. Why rational number? Because p by 1 by 3 can be represented in general form by p by q. So p is an integer, 1 is integer, q is equal to 3, 3 is integer, and q is not equal to 0. So that's why 1 by 3 can be represented as rational number. Now you know from the previous classes, 1 by 3 can be represented as what? 1 into 2 by 3 into 2. Just if you multiply and divide the same number, then the ratio will remain as it is. So 1 by 3 can be written as 1 into 2, 2 by 6. Okay, so if it is 1 by 3, multiply 1 into 3, 3 into 3. That is 3 by 9. So 3 by 9 is also same as, so we can say 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 6 is equal to 3 by 9. Okay, so all are, so same rational number 1 by 3 can be represented in different form. That is called 1 by 3, 2 by 6, 3 by 9. All are equivalent rational number, or you can say all are equivalent fraction. Okay, so now, but generally we define the ratio, that is p by q. We generally define p by q where p and q are integer having no common factor. Now question comes, you are given 1 by 3, that is equal to 2 by 6, that is equal to 3 by 9. Okay, so now all the numbers are same, they are equivalent. But which one is appropriate? Which can be represented as rational form? So generally we will represent the numbers which has the here p and q should have a common factor only 1. Or you can say the p and q, if the rational number is represented by p by q, and this p and q must be co-prime number. P and Q must be co-prime number. What do you mean by co-prime number? Co-prime number is that where the two numbers have no common factor other than 1. Or you can say the highest common factor of P and Q must be 1. You take an example, but in 1 and 1 by 3, here p is equal to 1, q is equal to 3. So what is the common factor? In 1, I can say 1 by 3 is 1 into 1, 3 into 1. Okay, so this 1 by 3 is the co-prime number. And if you take 2 by 6, if you take a number 2 by 6, instead of 1 by 3, 2 by 6. You see, 1 by 3 is the same as 2 by 6. But if I will take 2 by 6 as a rational number, here if we will write in the form of p and q, so here what is the common factor between 2 and 6? Definitely 2, because I can say 2 into 1 by 2 into 3. So here which one is the common factor in both? That is 2. Or you can say SCF of these 2 and 6 is nothing but 2. Highest common factor of 2 and 6 is nothing but 2. So these 2 by 6 are not co-prime number. These 2 by 6, 2 and 6 are not co-prime number. So co-prime number is that where there is no common factor other than 1. So out of 1 by 3, 2 by 6 and 3 by 9, which is the rational number 1 by 3. Though they are equivalent, though they are same, we always take the rational number whose these two number must be which number? Co-prime number. So co-prime number means that has no common factor other than 1. Is it clear? So this is about, we studied what number? First natural number, then your integer, sorry, whole number, then integer, then rational number. Now every time you will be given one, that is test your understanding. Test your understanding. So when you will study the topic, every time you will get a question like this, TYU, test your understanding. So now can you say, so question will be state true or false. So one question is given, every integer is a rational number. Question is, every integer is a rational number. Yes or no? So definitely your answer is yes. Every integer is a rational number. Suppose example -2. -2 is an integer. That -2 can be written as -2 by 1. That is p by q, where q is not equal to 0. So this is the first question. Second question. Every rational number is an integer. Every rational number is an integer. True or false? You see, every rational number is an integer. Answer is no. Why? You see, every rational number, take 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is a rational number. So it does not belongs to which set? Integer set. So 2 by 3 is a rational number which does not belongs to which set? Integer set. So every rational number is an integer. Answer is no. Answer is no. Okay. Now, so after this we will start rational number between any two number. How we will find the rational number between any two numbers? Okay. So heading is rational number between any two numbers. Okay. So between any two rational number, we will find there are so many rational numbers. Or we can say between any rational number, there are infinite number of rational numbers present. Infinite rational number. Okay. So first we will study. Let us take the question is find the integers. Find the integers between 3 and 7. So if you are given two integers 3 and 7, so between 3 and 7 find the integers. So I will represent. So 3 can be represented by 3 by 1. 7 can be represented by 7 by 1. Okay. So now I can say 3 by 1 is less than 4 by 1, is less than 5 by 1, is less than 6 by 1, is less than 7 by 1. So we in between 3 and 7, how many integers are there? 3 integers, 4, 5, 6. So 4, 5 and 6 are the integers lying in between 3 and 7. So this is fixed, finite. So in between two integers, you will get how many integers? The finite integers. But if it is asked to find four rational number between 3 and 7, you have to find four rational number between 3 and 7. So you can get three integers, 4, 5, 6 in between 3 and 7. But if it is asked to find the four rational number between 3 and 7, we may find using two methods. So how will you find the rational number between any two number? So there are two methods. First one is your average or mean method. Second one is converting both numbers with equal denominator. With equal denominator, we can find the numbers in between the two numbers. Okay. So now let us take an example. So first we will discuss the average or mean method to find the given number of rational number in between two rational number. Okay, so let us take A is a rational number and B is another rational number. Then what is the mid value between A and B? So mid value between A and B, which is nothing but average value or mean value, is written as A plus B by 2. This is first number A, second number B. How you find the mid value between A and B? Just take the average, that is A plus B by 2. Let us take an example. Let us take an example. So you see, let us take an example. You see, in question is in between 3 and 7. In between 3 and 7, find 4 rational number. 4 rational number. This is the question. Okay. So we will find between 3 and 7 4 rational number. We will find first using which method? Mean method or average method. Okay. So now see, suppose this first number is 3, second number is 7. So in between 3 and 7, first now rational number between 3 and 7 is equal to what? Just initial number is 3, final number is 7. Take the average, that is 3 plus 7 by 2, which is equal to 5. So 5 is one rational number in between 3 and 7. So that is 5. Okay. How will you find the second rational number? If we find second rational number, I will take, you see, this is 3 is the first number, 5 is the middle number. In between 3 and 5, I can get another number. So I will find, so 3 plus 5 divided by 2. Just take the average between 3 and 5, which will be the midpoint of 3 and 5. So that is equal to 4. Then how do you get the third rational number between 3 and 7? So in that case, I will take A is 5, B is 7. In between 5 and 7, I will get another number. So which is equal to 5 plus 7 divided by 2. That is average of 5 and 7. So which is coming to be 6. So 6 is another number. So I got three number 4, 5, 6 in between 3 and 7. But question is you have to find a 4 rational number between 3 and 7. So I can take the fourth rational number in between 3 and 4 or 4 and 5 or 5 and 6 or 6 and 7. So let us take the number in between 3 and 4. So 3 is initial number, 4 is final number. Just take the summation and divide 2. So you will get 4, 3, 7 by 2, that is 3.5. So this is your 3.5. Now you see 3.5, 4, 5, 6. These four numbers are the rational number which lie in between 3 and 7. So 3.5 is in decimal form. If we take in a p by q form, just multiply 10 in both sides, numerator and denominator. It will be 35 by 10. Okay, but 35 by 10 is not a, you cannot represent the rational number in 35 by 10. Why? So I have already told, when the rational number is represented by p and q form, p by q form, both p and q must be which number? Co-prime number. That means p and q has no common factor other than 1. So if we will factorize, 35 is equal to what? 5 into 7. And 10 is nothing but 5 into 2. So 5 cancel. So it will be 7 by 2. So it will be 7 by 2. So this 3.5 is nothing but 7 by 2. Okay. So these are the four rational number between what? 3 and 7. So this is according to which law? According to mean or average method. Okay. So let us solve another problem. Let us solve another problem. So I am discussing same, I am continuing same topic, that is rational number between any two rational number. Between any two rational number. Clear? So now let us take an example, another example. Find 6 rational number. Find 6 rational number between 3 and 4. Between 3 and 4. Okay. So I am representing here. So you see, this is 3, this is 4. In between 3 and 4, we have to represent, we have to find 6 rational number. Okay. So first we will discuss according to which method? Average or mean method. That is called mid value method. This is also called mid value method. Clear? So now see, first number. First I will do, you see, A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4. A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4. Then what is the first number? You take the mid value of 3 and 4. 3 plus 4 divided by 2, which is equal to 3.5. 3.5 is nothing but 35 by 10. 35 by 10 is nothing but 7 by 2. So this is first number. So I got first number is equal to what? 7 by 2, which is equal to 3.5. Then second number is between 3 and 3.5. So now see the second number is between 3 and 3.5. This is 3, this is 3.5. So A is 3, B is 3.5. Then so 7 by 2 is nothing but 3.5. Then how will get the mid value of this two number? So that is 3 plus 3.5 divided by 2, which is coming to be 3.25. So 3.25 is nothing but what? 325 by 100. So this is also a rational number because we are representing in the form of what? P by Q. So 3.25 is a rational number. It is lying between 3 and 3.5. So this middle value is 3.25. Okay. Similarly, we can find another rational number between 3.5 and 4. So that is third rational number. Third rational number between what? Between 3.5 and 4. So I will get just take the average 3.45 by 4 divided by 2, which is coming to be 3.75. So this is the mid value 3.75. Clear? Now now how will find the fourth value? Because you have to find the sixth rational number. Fourth value is between 3 and 3.25. So that is 3 plus 3.25 divided by 2. So if you will calculate, you will get 3.125. So in between this, you can get 3.125. This is another number. Then similarly, you can get between 3.75 and 4. So fifth number in between what? 3.75 and 4. So 3.75 plus 4 divided by 2. So you will get 3.875. Similarly, so you got here 3.875. So how many number you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you have to find 6 number. So we can say in between 3.25 and 3.5 you can get another number. 6, that is 3.25 plus 3.5. You see this is 3.25. This is 3.5. In between these two you can get a mid value, that is 3.375. So this number is 3.375. So in this way, you can get the infinite number. In between 3.5, 3.75, you can get another number. So in this way, in between two rational number, you can get infinite number of rational number. So this is the solution according to which method? First method, that is average or mean method. Okay. So now we will solve this problem using second method. So in the second method, how will you find the rational number between any two numbers? Here what we'll do, we have to make these two numbers, that is our number is given what? First number is given 3, second number is given 4. So we are asked to find the sixth rational number between 3 and 4. So first term is A, that is 3. Second term is B, that is 4. And we have to find how many rational number between these two, that is 6 rational number. So n is equal to 6. So what will you do here? First item A. So what is A? So A is equal to 3. So I can write A is equal to A into, and how many numbers you have to find? 6. So 6 is equal to what? N. So you multiply n plus 1 in numerator and divide n plus 1 in denominator. So first term is A. So if you know in a factor, if you multiply and divide same number, then the ratio will remain same. That is A is equal to A into n plus 1 by n plus 1. So here A is equal to what? 3 into n is 6 plus 1 divided by 6 plus 1. So which is equal to 7 into 3, 21 by 7. So I can say 3 is equal to, A is equal to what? 3. So 3 can be written as 21 by 7. Similarly B, what is B? B is equal to 4. So 4 can be written as B into n plus 1 by n plus 1. So I am writing here B in general form. B into n plus 1 by n plus 1, which is equal to B is 4, n is 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1, that is 28 by 7. Okay, so now see in between 3 is nothing but what? 21 by 7, and 4 is nothing but what? 28 by 7. I will find 6 rational number. Then what will write? So this is 21 by 7 is the first term. Then 28 by 7 is last term. In between these two, I can write what? 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7, 27 by 7. You see. So in between 21 by 7, 21 by 7 is what? 3. 28 by 7 is what? 4. So in between 3 and 4, how many rational number I represented? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the 6 rational numbers are inside 3 and 4. So this is the method, how you find the different rational number. So this is easier method. The second method is easier method, because in the first method what we are doing, in that case, average method, every time we have to calculate the mid value between two numbers, so which will be time consuming. But here you see, this is a very easy method by which we can find different rational number. So what is the concept? Concept is that make the denominator of each number is same. So if we make denominator same, it is better, it will be very much easy to write the numerator, just ascending order, 21, 22, 23, 24, like that. Okay, so this is the method how to find the rational number between any two numbers. So let us solve another problem. So next problem is, we say, take an example, example 5 we say. So question is, find 10 rational numbers, find 10 rational numbers between 3 and 4, between 3 and 4. Solution, how will you do? So here which one is the first letter? First number 3. So first number is represented by A. Which one is the second number? Second number is B. B is equal to 4. How many rational number you have to find in between A and B? That is n. N is equal to 10. So this is the common formula. So in first what we will do? So first we have to write A in terms of A into n plus 1 by n plus 1. Okay, same n plus 1 will be cancelled, you will get same A. So A is equal to 3, n is 10 plus 1 by 10 plus 1, which is equal to 33 by 11. So 33 by 11 is nothing but 3. Similarly, I will write B. B is equal to what? I can write B into n plus 1 by n plus 1. So remember, you are calculating how many rational number? 10. So you have to make 10 plus 1 as the denominator, that is 11. If you are making 11 as the denominator, you have to multiply same 11 in the numerator, so that the ratio will remain same. Okay, so this is B. So B is equal to 4 into n 10, so 11 by 11, that is 44 by 11, which is nothing but 4. Okay, so now you see, first number is what? 3. First number is 3. So 3 is equal to what? 3 is equal to 33 by 11. And the last number is what? 4. 4 is nothing but 44 by 11. So in between 3 and 4, that is 33 by 11 and 44 by 11. So first number is, you see here 33 by 11. So next number is 34 by 11, 35 by 11, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42 by 11, 43 by 11, then 44 by 11 is nothing but 4. So how many number you have got? 10 rational number. Okay, so this is the solution. Clear? So now we find, so test your understanding, you have to do at your home. The question is, find 6 rational number, find 6 rational number between 1 and 2 using, first one is which method? Mid value method or mean method. Sometimes it is called mid value method. Second one is common denominator form. Common denominator form. So I have told which method is better, second method. Still you try for first method. Okay. So now we will solve here another problem. If the two rational number is given, in the form of fraction. So let us take a solution question example. Find 5 rational numbers. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Okay. So We will take which method? Better method is equating the denominator. So now here A is equal to what? 3 by 5. B is what? Second term is what? 4 by 5. Okay. How many rational number we have to find? 5 rational number. So n is equal to 5. So first one, A can be written as A into n plus 1 by n plus 1. So A is equal to 3 by 5. N is equal to 5. 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1. Clear? So that is equal to 18 by 30. So which is nothing but A. A is equal to nothing but 3 by 5. Then what is B? B is equal to 4 by 5. So this B can be written as B into n plus 1 by n plus 1. So B is equal to 4 by 5 into n. N is equal to what? 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1. So if we will calculate, so it is 6 into 4, 24 by 6 into 5, 30. Okay. So now you have to find the 5 rational numbers. So first one is which number? First one is here 18 by 30. So 18 by 30 is nothing but A. A is equal to what? 3 by 5. And the last one is what? 24 by 30. 24 by 30. So actually the 18 by 30 is nothing but our first term, that is 3 by 5. Second term is equal to 24 by 30, which is nothing but 4 by 5, because 4 by 5 is equal to 24 by 30, and 3 by 5 is nothing but 18 by 30. So in between these two number, we have to represent what? We have to represent 5 rational number. So this is 18 by 30, this is 24 by 30. 30, 30, denominator is same. Then 18, next number is 19 by 30, 20 by 30, 21 by 30, 22 by 30, 23 by 30. So here there are 5 rational number are placed in between this 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Is it correct? So now take a homework and try to solve this problem. So test your understanding. Number 3, you have to find 4 rational number, 4 rational numbers. Okay, so between 6 by 5 and 7 by 5. So try at your home. Okay, so here you can find by 2 methods. So for your practice, you can solve by 2 methods. One is mid method, mid value method. Another is equating the denominator method. Okay, so next. Now, how can you find? Just we have already discussed how you find a middle point. How you find a middle point. So now see, find mid number. Find the mid number between 1 by 3 and 1 by 4. So how will you find the mid number between 1 by 3 and 1 by 4? So here you have to do what? You have to always try to maintain equal denominator. So 1 by 3 is nothing but what? 1 by 3, you see 3 and 4. So what is the LCM? 12. So how will you get 12? So here multiply 4, here multiply 4. So that you will get 4 by 12. 1 by 3 is nothing but 4 by 12. Similarly, how will you write 1 by 4 in common denominator? Common denominator means you have to bring to 12. So that is 1 by 4. Here, how will you make it 12? Multiply 3 here, multiply 3 here. That is 3 by 12. So first number is 1 by 4. So first number is 1 by 4, which is equal to 3 by 12. Next number is 1 by 3, which is equal to 4 by 12. So in between these two number 1 by 4 and 1 by 3, that is 3 by 12 and 4 by 12, which is the middle number? You see this is 12, this is 12, this is 3, this is 4. So since 12, 12 same, so the middle point of 3 and 4 is nothing but what? 3.5. So middle point is nothing but 3.5. So the middle value will be 3.5. But you have to take 12. So 3.5 by 12 is the middle number. It is the middle number. Okay, so 3.5 by 12, it is can be written as just multiply 10 in numerator and denominator. So it is 35 by 120. But always the rational number will be represented in the form of that all the number p by q, p and q must be a co-prime number. So if you will factorize, then it is 7 into 5 by 24 into 5. 5 5 cancel, so you will get 7 by 24. So 7 by 24 is the mid value or the middle value in between what? 1 by 3 and 1 by 4. Okay, so again you take an homework. Again you will take an homework. So that is test and understanding 4. Find mid value between 3 by 7 and 5 by 8. Okay, so this is your homework. So with this we will complete today class. Next we will discuss the irrational number. Thank you.